my sinus was acting up, and I was just making some vlogs like, potato. It's so nice. I mean, I'm here by Central Park, Fifth Avenue. So, wow, it was just raining. Like I could see like everything is like so damp and wet right now. And I just want to say hello to everyone. Soul Tribe, how are you holding up? Because everything is just so insane right now. It's almost every day. It's like, what is going on? So I just hope that you are holding on and staying strong. That's the reason like we are here in this collective, because no one is okay. And so the thing about miserable people wanting to put misery into others, so to make them feel better, but the thing is, it doesn't really make you feel better to be attacking someone who's already here, putting her energy here in this collective. So like someone even commented, oh, what are those photos? I am like, you know, I have apple. Do you think this is an apple shaped body? Tight belly, apple pear, not a model. Well, too late for that. I wish I wasn't a model, less a beauty queen. That's exactly who I was before I even became your supernatural channeler. So thank you very much. So I was just laughing because that's exactly the lifestyle that I turned my back into. I was in the entertainment industry. I was a sexy starlet, professional Las Vegas pinup model in Las Vegas. Actually, my photographers from all over the place is like, you know, even Playboy photographers and penthouse photographers that time, even though I was curvy. Because that time, long time ago, there was this notion that, yeah, to be a model, you have to be super skinny. That's already gone. Right now, being curvy, and just rocking your natural body without you starving yourself and being so unhealthy, it's already okay. We're just trying to be like real now. This is the modern era. This is the modern age. No one cares if you're curvy or skinny or size 0 or size 14 or something like that. But the thing is, even those people right now is saying body positivity. How fake could that world be right now? Trying to say, oh, it's okay if you're like plus, and then they cannot handle the trolling. So what happened now? What happened to body positivity? Well, I don't blame them because, you know, rocking, if everything is going to be hanging in there, you knew it too. If you're going to be hopping and puffing and can't even get from A to B because you feel like something is off. Like, even if you could be super skinny, if you think something is off with your body, you know it. And then even if you are curvy, if you know something is off, you know that you gotta shed some few pounds, then do it. Or keep moving. I don't count my calories. It's so, this journey is so super frustrating. I look like this when I don't even give a fuck. I don't count calories. I don't like, you know, I don't have like personal trainers that I've been paying. How much more if I have money and I can afford all that stuff? I never had Botox. I never have boob job. I never have anything done. Everything is all natural. And I'm possibly more older than you. So, see, like, to tell you honestly, like, in this collective, I've been trying to teach everyone for self-care. I've been trying to put my kitty brows this morning and trying to do my hair. So I'm trying to teach everyone to practice self-love and self-care, because if you are okay with yourself, who cares what others are going to be saying? And hey, don't be even saying I cannot be a model. I was already a model in Las Vegas, and that's the reason like I turned my back into, I moved to New York City, which is here in New York City. I was a model there in Las Vegas, and I also attended the New York Fashion Week last year, the Comic-Con also last year, and some networking, whatever. Like, to tell you honestly, you know what, even if my style was mix and match, it wasn't even branded. I think I got some attention. I didn't even have to try so hard. And it's so funny because I was just doing some pep talk for myself, and then others going to be hating, and then going to be discredit me, and going to be saying like, let's see, I have evolved here with supernatural ability. I see people from all sorts of platforms trying to discredit me and trying to say, oh, so just because what you put in your brain doesn't mean it's true. Like, to tell you honestly, how dumb could you be? You're the dumbest shit that I have ever seen. And because like, see, some people, you want to believe what you want to believe. Like me right now, I've been evolving with special gifts, and I want to share to everyone, whether you're skeptical or not. And so for others who does not have a gift, who's just so miserable, like sitting and scrolling and then posting and posting, see, that's toxic right there. And then you encounter something you did not like, who does not even bother you. And then I don't even bother anyone. See, if I'm posting and I'm in my own social media, unless if you really stalking me and provoking me in physical, then that's what the problem is, and you're going to hear from me. But if you're just going to be bickering on like online and shit, yeah, who can argue with me? You're not going to be winning argument with me. It don't matter if you're YouTube, Instagram, or X. Why would you going to be arguing with me? That's the reason like you are miserable and arguing with me. A person you haven't met, a person you didn't know, a person you just don't have a clue, whatever, and then going to be nitpicking like whatever you can think of about me. I like to tell you, I don't have insecurity about beauty because I've already experimented. Even last year or anywhere I go right now, I can walk into the room, it don't matter what I'm going to be wearing, and then no, that's not going to be saying that that's inflated ego, because that's actually good that I am trying to practice self-confidence. I don't really have the best self-confidence, even though I was a professional pinup model because I need to have a job. I was also a fashion model, lingerie model, and even burlesque or boudoir, because I was trying to dip my toes in the industry, and I know the big shots in Las Vegas, and I was lucky that they gave me a choice. And I also do not drink, I do not do drugs, I do not smoke, so I can think better. My best friend in Vegas, she's also a former Manhattan socialite. She married a trust fund baby here in Manhattan, New York City, but she moved in Las Vegas, and she's still there. I know her for 20 years. She's known my journey, my heartache, my heartbreak, all my pain, my hardships. And you know, like I only like, actually it's Donna's birthday in June 10th. Happy birthday, Donna, in Las Vegas. I know, like, she texted me last night. I didn't get the chance because I was like, my son is, and I was charging my phone. But happy birthday, Boobilicious, my best friend in Las Vegas, fabulous. That's my queen right there. Oh my God, my best friend. Oh my goodness, Jay. This is the J right here. So when we go into the lounge is going to part like the deep, like it's kind of like Moses. When we go into the lounge, everything's going to be hush hush, and like the floor, the dance floor is going to like part like the Red Sea. That's how me and my boobylicious bitch were the original Las Vegas bitches. And like, yeah, we party, we know Las Vegas by the back of our hand. We don't pick up man, we don't even trust man, but what we do is we buy our own drinks, and we have our like strategy that if drinks is going to be so expensive in the bar, because usually one glass of drink, it would cost you $20, $30 or $40 inside the lounge or the bar. So what we're going to do, we're going to like, we're going to drink in the parking lot, and we're going to be looking at the celebrities or the guests in the parking lot. We're kind of like intuitive witches right there. We're going to be like, I love my best friend, but when the time comes that, you know, I said, hey, maybe I get bored in Vegas, so I need to try to see what's in New York City. I like to see the cherry blossoms. I like to see the Four Seasons, because in Las Vegas it's desert. It barely rain. It doesn't snow. It does snow sometimes, but in Mount Charleston, it does snow when there's the snowstorm. But the weather there is always summertime, or it could get cold too, like right around the 50s or 40s. That's the thing, because back then when I was in West Coast, we're all like bundled up and saying, "Oh my God, I don't want to get outside because it's just on the 40s." Like the temperature is on the 40s. No one wants to get outside. It's so super cold. But here in the West Coast, oh my God, we're going to be celebrating if the weather is already 40s. People already going to be dressing like summer here in NYC, because this temperature here, it can get down as the -5 or -14 or something like that. So I am so thankful that I get to see the different side of the states, like here on the East Coast. And currently I am based here in New York City. And when I came to New York City, I only brought like high heels and lingerie, because oh my God, and clubbing dresses, and I had to sell it on Poshmark on eBay just to make it true. And I founded my own cleaning company here in NYC around 2017, something like that. And I have been working for it's a luxury cleaning company. This is the reason I knew people who became my clients and my family, because I was really trying hard to see what's going on. It was a luxury cleaning company. I handled Times Square hotels. I also handled these big luxury buildings all over Manhattan, New York City, and Queens, and some parts in Brooklyn. I did handle a hospital, like a building that they're trying to make into like a clinic, or it's a big hospital. So anyway, I also handled and worked for I accepted jobs no one would want, like cleaning cat poop, a basement full of cats poop and pee and fur, like no one would want. I was there, like seriously, the owners were saying that they were trying to call cleaners for estimate, and then they were saying they're trying to charge them like $2,000, $3,000 just to clean the basement, because it was really bad. And then I took the job for less money, like really little money, because I don't know, Socha. I said I love cats. I love cats. So when I see the cats, they're really so cute and fluffy underneath, but the smell, it was insane. But I did the job. So don't say, Socha, that that was before the pandemic. I had so much energy, and then at the same time I was becoming your supernatural channeler, because everywhere I would go, like if I would work in Times Square or Bryant Park or in Brooklyn or some parts of Queens, like after my work, I would show up. I would channel a message, supernatural intuition, superhuman intuition. But after the pandemic, with all these COVID vaccines or something, I don't feel well. I don't feel confident. I feel like even climbing a stairs, I was really I can't breathe. And then my anemia flared up. My sinus and my asthma also, it's kind of complicated. So yeah, for personal health reasons, and then a lot of Asian attacks, and then at the same time, I was buried so deep here in this supernatural channeling that I can only put my energy on whatever. So but I never left this channel. The only time I was really quiet, because I was sick for a month. I was bedridden for a month after the second vaccine. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was so horrible of feeling like a raccoon or whatever, and then I felt like some fluid in my brain, But you know what? I was never really afraid of that. I mean, that's the good thing about like trying to contemplate about spirituality, about something beyond this physical realm, because I was never afraid of that. And then how are you going to be attacking me and nitpicking me? I'm do not even afraid of that. And then you are just a mortal. You're going to be attacking me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Even if you could be someone who think you could be powerful or you could be the richest man in the planet, what the fuck are you doing right in front of me? And then going to be impregnating a lot of women. And then a lot of women now is going to be simping on him. Is going to be provoking me and triggering me and going to be, what? You think you're better than me? Seriously? Okay. So anyway, so tribe, in this collective, I really tried so hard to show up and get back up. So whatever I'm doing to myself right now, I don't bother you. When I'm going to be pep talk myself, well, that's because I want to. I don't bother you. So if you have a problem with that, that's not my fucking problem. But I did attend events last year, New York Fashion Week, Comic Con 2024. Yeah, I mean, I got noticed there, even if I did not even try. Wearing not a branded clothes, doing my own makeup, like just whatever, like, soldier, like, if we can own a room, and I'm so messed up, like the most fucked up and messed up like I can never be in my whole life. If I can walk into a room and then get everyone's attention, how much more if I'm really like made up and really got ready on such events? See? And then whatever I am learning, I try to share to every one of you that, soldier, you know what? Why? If someone's going to tell you like, oh, you're not pretty, whatever, because you're super skinny or you are curvy. Seriously, I think this world has more problems just to be nitpicking on someone who is in a spiritual journey and who is trying to use her life force just so to be here in this collective. This world has problems right now. Like, look, I feel sad though, because we are just breathing the same air in this same planet. And then why do we have to be saying, oh, you can't be here, you can't be here? Like, the whole world is full of immigrants. So I don't get it. Like, I can understand rules though, but immigrants, they paid a lot of taxes. So if you are going to say, oh, make America great again, immigrants, whether they're legal or illegal, they paid a lot of taxes. And then whenever they send money back home, they also pay a lot for remittances. So I think there's something wrong in there. And I just really think that that's also wrong that, the previous administration, they opened the border. I have a problem with that. Because if you want to fix the problem in a nation, there's a lot of illegals and people who has problem with papers here already inside America. That's where you're supposed to like find a way how to like, but I think the government is always flip-flopping anyway. I'm not going to be saying they're bad leaders or good leaders. I think for every leader, whether it's the Democrat or Republican, they were always trying to brainwash ideas. So that's the reason like politics is always flip-flopping. And now I see people like wanting to involve to politics when you don't even have an inkling of an idea and experience of what it is to be in politics. Just because you think you spend money, you supported a leader or whatever, you think that's going to like make you understand politics. No, politics is a dirty game. And in my life, my dad is also a politician, and he's in the media. He's in the TV and the radio announcer and TV anchorman in my hometown. And he's also a politician. So I was exposed on all this dirtiness and madness. I also saw politicians Wow, they get ambushed. Their convoy get ambushed, assassinated. I see everything of that. And then for whatever reason, my mind would always be saying like, why would people want to be in politics if they just ended up dead? And there's no president in the Philippines who did not end up in prison. Every one of them, even Duterte won being a mayor again, the former president of the Philippines, he won being a mayor when he's inside the prison in, where is it, Hague? Whatever. I don't get it. Like, that's just Philippines. But I don't think politics is any different even if you are in America. I think like we're at this point that we need to compromise. We cannot just like think that yeah, because we're immigrants and we are like our color of skin is different from you. But Americans, we also have immigrant blood. Like we all practice like different kinds of culture like fused into one. And then in New York right now, we're all a melting pot of cultures here. So I don't think it's just so good to be instilling fear on people who just wants to be better. I mean, the problem is in the border. The problem is not the immigrants. That's like here in America. I think the problem here is why would they open a border and give papers, healthcare, or attention to all the people who just cross the borders when in fact there's a lot of immigrants here who stumbled on domestic violence, who like has problem with their papers being denied with work visa or something like that, when they already been here paying taxes for 30 years, 40 years, or 20 years, or for so long that they've been here and they've been good citizens. That's the immigrants that you should have given a chance. So, see, even if we're immigrants, we're not that dumb. We know what we're fighting for. Like, to tell you honestly, like that's the problem right there. I'm even so upset with the immigrants that cross the border, because why would they get asylum? Why would they get papers? Why would they get healthcare? Why would they get like whatever? But see, they're also human, because we cannot be inhuman like that. But I know what is wrong and what is right. But the thing is, America has also a lot of immigrants that stumbled on problems with their visas or papers, who was already paying taxes, already on the system, already like really working hard and doing what they can to contribute to the economy of United States. So see, I think like whoever is like trying to be your mind system in here, like I know like some will be saying you're conservative or whatever, but you also gotta be playing smart, because you can only have 4-year terms in there and whatever, and then now there's also going to be like whatever you're going to be thinking in there, there's also going to be people, it don't matter if you're wrong or right, they're going to be your opponent, and they're going to be questioning and nitpicking everything, and then the cycle continues, because whether it's Democrat is going to be sitting in the government, the Republicans going to find a way what's wrong with that, and then vice versa. If now Republican is sitting in the government, and then now all the Democrats. Why would the world like this? And who get affected? The immigrants, the little people. We are the ones who are struggling right now and in fear for our lives. At the same time as well, I could understand too that there's a lot of gangs in LA, the Blood, the Crips. I have met them because I'm a gangster. See, I'm a kitty cat gangster. So anyway, yeah, I know there's a lot of gangs in LA and even here in NYC as well. They would form their own gangs and association or whatever. But I also see some kind of like association that they would want to do good deeds, like the Guardian Angels. They're like a motorbike association that would want to be like little heroes, but they're like, yeah, like really like big guys or something like that. But I kind of like to see that, you know. But see, and then others going to be saying, why would celebrities going to be carrying like guns or whatever? Everybody carry guns now. There's guns everywhere, whatever. So you know what? There's a lot of questions in my mind. But I've lived in LA. I mean, I actually live in Orange County. I live in Las Vegas, and then I moved to Orange County. I also go to LA, so I kind of know the area. And then we always visit like Disneyland or like Knott's Berry Farm or Universal Studios. And it's just a few hours drive in Las Vegas, so I know California. California is also big, but the buildings there is not as big as New York City. But I do understand that California right now is turning, there's a lot of Spanish and Mexicans in there. There's a lot of Mexican food. But why can't we just be peaceful? And another thing too that I have a problem is when I visited Oakland, I don't know, because that was back then. Oakland was so bad when I visited back then, because there would be like druggies everywhere in there. I don't know now, maybe they clean up the place. But the problem with Oakland is just a bridge away. It's just the San Francisco Bridge. You just cross the San Francisco Bridge and from Oakland, and then that's San Francisco. So I'm not surprised that, you know, they have to be cleaning up San Francisco as well. For the last year or so, San Francisco also went downhill. I worked with a waitress before. I used to work in a sushi restaurant in Las Vegas, and she said that someone broke into her apartment in San Francisco because she was studying for dentistry. So anyway, I'm sorry, Sotra. You know, I'm just trying to share. Just because I became spiritual does not mean I don't know what's going on with the world. Just because I became spiritual doesn't mean that, you know, you can be like insulting me in here. You going to create your own channel, evolve in your own journey, and make sure that all the messages and all whatever you are sharing is going to resonate, and how much more develop your own superhuman intuition. Ask universe. Don't give me a hard time in here, because you can create your own YouTube channel. You don't have to be here nitpicking me from head to the toe. If you have a problem with me, that's not my problem, because I don't know you. I do not like I do not bother you. Like, see, my channel in here is focused more on love and soulmates and twin flame, self-care and self-love. And so when I'm going to be sharing like clothes, style, makeup, it's a form of self-care. It's because this journey has been so hard. We don't even know how to eat, how to shower. So I don't even consider myself as an influencer, but I don't even know what the hell is influencer. But I can see others who really follow me here, who really believe and hold on to my every word. So I guess for whatever the influencer meaning is, if I have a collective who really hold on to my word and believe, even like we can be outnumbered, but still it matters to me. So, you know, I do not compete with anyone here with any tarot channel or whatever, because I'm not your typical tarot reader. I can see that tarot and oracle before I can even be touching it. Ooh, what is this now? I thought that was like a red lantern or something. Why are you going to be questioning me? How I haven't even asked anyone to read my tarot. I haven't even owned a tarot in my whole life. I don't even know what about the tarot reading, and then now I can even see what is going to come out and going to be flying out of that 78 and 79 tarot in a deck, and plus all the oracles that I'm channeling, I can see it in advance as well. How is that possible? A lot of you here could be reading tarot for 50 years. You should be the one evolving who can see tarot in advance. Minor arcana, major arcana. Why am I going to be evolving in this journey when I don't even care about tarot? I didn't even own tarot and or oracles. The very first moment I touched tarot, my vision, my superpower activated, my mind intuition. So I don't know what to say. So if you're going to be fighting just because of tarot, what cares? Who cares about tarot? It's just cards. I'm not here for cards. I'm here for my intuition. I'm here for whoever is giving me my gift. And then I am also here because I am waiting for you to invite me to your wedding. See? I want to, you see, I want to drink champagne, invite me to your wedding. Can you pay for the expenses because I'm poor? See? I want to attend your wedding. If you want me to be, I can also sing with your wedding if you want me to sing or want to dance. See, I need a job. So that would be so cool. But anyway, I'm just trying to say that I have been here in this journey for quite so long. I just cannot give up so easily. And just because like no one can understand, others going to be making me as a laughing stock because yeah, have I gone crazy? No, I did not. I did not go crazy. I just evolved. And then, you know, maybe being crazy is much more easier. So at least you don't really have to show up here and going to be channeling and going to be explaining and defending yourself. But no, I don't. I think I still have my head on my shoulders, but I just want to be in one piece, that I'm not going to be affected and be provoked and going to be sick physically, mentally, and emotionally. I am a biologist and I wanted to be a neurosurgeon, but my family don't have money to support my studies. You need 16 years to study neurosurgeon for theoretical and for like the hands-on, the laboratory, and to be a junior doctor. Most of my classmates in Philippines, they're already surgeons and general practitioners. When my brother had a heart attack, it's my classmate who became one of his doctors. So yeah, like I finished BS Biology in 1999. I also joined beauty pageants that time, which I also gathered a lot of awards and the sponsorship. So I was very thankful for that. But growing up, I did really have a very difficult childhood because I had to raise myself. I did have my mom, I had my younger brother and my younger sister. They were young then, so I was like, you know, and I was very rebellious in high school. But my father, he's into politics, he's into the media, he's in a TV anchorman. So there's a lot going on, and he has weakness for women. He has other families as well. So I got dragged into the scandals, I got dragged into the drama, and so that's the reason like I felt depressed and I got rebellious, and I would flunk my grades intentionally, all fail grades in my high school, when in fact I'm always have high grades. So my teachers, they know something was wrong when I tried to be flunking my grades just so I could see my father to go to the prefect of discipline. I report in the prefect of discipline every day. And so now there's a lot of pain that's becoming resurfacing right now here when I am trying to channel for this collective. Like whatever I have gone through, I am thankful for good experiences, beautiful times, but there's also times when it's like really low, that I'm like trying to question like, oh my God, what have I done wrong? Like I wish I had, like, you know, but I raised myself. I did not, like, my father is there, whatever, but, you know, they're minding their own business. So pretty much, like, I'm the one who raised myself, so I don't give a fuck about how you're going to be saying you're fucking masculine if you can even be a good person. So I'm not here to be judging people anyway, because I know that a lot of us is going through pain. But for goodness sake, if you have made mistakes in the past, you should know that in the next time you shouldn't be making so much that you're going to fuck yourself up. Remember, there's only, like, if you don't try, who will? And in this collective, I know there's a lot of us in here who's really gone through heartache, heartbreak, lots of trauma, lots of, like, hardships in life. Like, I feel like most of us here were born in an environment or in a family that's really poor. I was born in a third world country, so I know how it is, how to have nothing. So yeah, there's times I can even go to school because I don't have money to pay for the fare for the jeepney. And so what I did, I sell candies in my laboratory class. I sell candies to my classmates, and there are times I don't even have food to eat when I'm in school. So my best friend in there, she would say, okay, let's go to the dorm and then we can split the noodles, like the ramen noodles. And there's also times that I would just eat like one, like, little pastry for the whole day. But anyway, that time my weight was also fluctuating. And then it's like high, low, and with all this stress, oh, that's so insane. And then when I became toxic, because, you know, like, crown chasing wants to be a beauty queen, I wasn't eating. So that's the most toxic part as well of, like, you know, trying to be keeping up with the Joneses if you want to be a beauty queen or a model. I was all that. So no matter who I am right now, I don't even try. I don't go on diets, whatever, but I just move my body and then enjoy my life. And I don't put so much pressure in myself right now that I gotta be like this and like that. Why? Like, as long as I'm going to be healthy and happy and I don't bother anyone, and at the same time, I'm trying to stand here right in front of you guys. There's a lot more of channels here that's quite irritating. Like, I wish I could just be a comedian or whatever, but for some reason, in this 7 billion, 8 billion people in this planet, I don't know if someone has evolved like me right now who can see that tarot and oracle in advance. But the point is, it's not just because of tarot and oracle, it's because of the intuition, it's because of something more in the universe that the universe is trying to open up for us. No one has met the universe. No one, someone can say you can just talk to universe, but to tell you honestly, universe will, I don't know, they're the ones who knows what they're going to do. I mean, like, I don't even understand why universe would give me superpower, mind power, intuition. I do not understand this. I mean, I just asked universe before that I want to be with my soulmate, because I was someone who was like, I met so much toxic men that they became possessive and obsessive, and then I get sick of that because I couldn't connect with them. But then I also feel blessed because I have met some friends as well who understood me even when I am here in the spiritual journey. They never disrespected me. They know that I am practicing celibacy. They became my best friends, so I'm very thankful for that. And these are people who knew me before I even evolved with superpower. So imagine that 10 years, 20 years, even back when I was in Vegas or even here in NYC, when I was just Well, anyway, the moment I came to NYC, I think it was already a work in progress. That I think universe has already planned this thing, that I'm going to evolve like this. So universe knows something that I don't. It's the same as here in this journey. I can only see a glimmer of light, but I do not lie to myself or to anyone, because why would I waste my breath like that? And why would I waste my time and waste your time as well? Time is gold. Time is very precious. And like in this collective right now, like if others did not know about spirituality, they do not know about like intuition or consciousness, we can never really force them to believe. And you know, that's the reason like I see a lot of people from other platforms trying to discredit me and trying to keep saying that, oh yeah, just because that's what you put in your brain, or that's because what you do, it means is what's the fucking stupid morons, you know? So I am just shaking my head, because you can just, you know what, if you think you can know it all and know better than me, then you can be right here. You should be the one channeling here with superpower intuition. You are trying to discredit me, and so you have to evolve with your own superpower intuition, and let's see how far are you going to go, and what are you going to do, and how you're going to fight this journey if the rest of the world, if you're going to be standing in here with a ratio of 1 in a billion, 1 in a trillion, when others do not even know how to understand you and how to believe you and how to support you and how to help you. What are you going to do instead of fucking simping on just people who's paying you? So anyway, enough said. So no, there wasn't no ego here. That's the reason like we always try to learn to walk away and clear away and declutter what we don't need anymore. Toxic people, places, situation, or ego. I don't have ego, or else you're not going to be seeing me right here. I am going to polish everything that I'm going to put in social media. And you know, if I'm going to be a socialite, see, there's like someone socialite here in NYC. She pretended that she's into high class, high family, and she lied and she stole money. Seriously, that's the kind of toxic people that you don't want. In my case, have I attended events or whatever? Have I been there and done that? Do I know people? Yeah, I do know connection. I do know people, but I don't bother them. But the thing is, like, we can only like try to be a good person as well, because see, if you're not trustworthy, if you're not reliable, if why would anyone trust you and like you? Like seriously, so drive, that's insane. I mean, a lot of us is going through like personal problem. If it's not health, it's love or money. In this collective, I just want us to like be supportive of each other, because I also stayed here because I want to really see where this journey is going to lead us. I want to see this collective happy. I do not want to be here and then we can only just be watching like smiggles and golems and going to be provoking and triggering us. Like, I'm going to put my foot right there. It don't matter how they're going to be saying they're fucking competitive, they're fucking ugly fuck. So anyway, oh, don't even start with me, because I don't think anyone can be winning arguing with me. Because see, all the social media, you can only think like, because you feel like miserable in there. I'm intuitive, I can pick up on it. So that's what you do not understand. And then even though you're thinking like I don't have a gift, because that's what you were trying to say, that I'm not beautiful, I'm not a model, I'm not a beauty queen, I am not gifted, I don't have superpower, I do not matter in here. Well, go right ahead. If you know, if I don't matter, then you should try harder, so at least you can save others and my collective, period. Why even going to be discrediting me and nitpicking on me from head to the toe. If you want to have superhuman powers, if you want to be channeling right here, go right ahead. The world is your playground. The stage is yours. I didn't even ask for like superpowers, superhuman gifts or whatever. Nothing. But so tribe, for those who are really like someone who give me the benefit of the doubt and understand me and became my soul sister, my soul family, my soul tribe here in this community, I salute you, because see, we're going to be fighting this battle. Like, I am do or die for you guys. So you cannot be like, I don't think you can even question my loyalty and my trustworthiness, because I'm do or die for you. This is the reason, like 7 years in the making. Supernatural, supermind power. I don't even give a fuck. So about like others, even if they have so much money, well, so much problems, so much money, so much chaos, and you're not even surrounded with good people. So that's the thing in there. If you're surrounded with good people, it's like you can influence. And some others will say, let me know who your friends are. But the problem is, if they don't have friends and they're toxic, they can influence each other like that. And that's the reason, like, I really try to be a good example for every one of you in this collective, because it's not easy. Like, I really grow into this channel. I really grow into this collective. I'm not perfect, guys, because like I said, I've also went through a lot in order to be here right in front of you. There are also times that I was celebrating like my channel message because my intuition was super right, and then for some reason the dress just opened up and exposed one of my boob. But it don't matter, because I used to be a model, burlesque, topless, whatever. I don't care. Like, I mean, I'm a fashion lingerie pin-up. I'm open like that. Like, but don't even say because I'm living celibacy right now doesn't mean that I'm not sexual. I'm very sexual. That's where I came from in Las Vegas. I was sexy starlet. So the thing is, don't even ask what oh, it can be crazy too. But I really tried hard though to change my lifestyle to like purging out, decluttering, and being celibate. I don't think I'm going to be celibate forever, but I was just really wanting to see like where is this journey going to be when it comes to finding our real person. Because see, if we're like spiritually highly evolving, we cannot just be tapping in and bouncing from one man to the other. That's the reason like I cannot stand women and people who does not even value themselves, who just think like, you know, I was in Vegas, so sex, everything, promiscuity, I've seen all of that. I have seen things you won't even see in your lifetime. But I've seen all the freaky shit, like but it was so insane that universe is going to put me on a 360 mode, and then going to be here, and then going to be speaking of purity now. So I'm going to be so proud to say that I have won back my purity. I have, you know, I've really tried hard to cleanse everything, body, mind, heart, spirit, and even my internals, fluids. So, and I am also proud for my soul tribe as well, who really tried to walk this path. See, when others going to be saying, oh, whatever, blah, blah, well, I practice what I preach. I live an extreme lifestyle right now. Prayer, meditation, contemplation, grounding, spirituality, supernatural channeling, celibacy. How else do you want me to be. So if I wanted to eat ice cream, if I wanted to do makeup, if I want to take selfies, or if I want to like post photos or whatever, or try gowns in the mall, or dresses and styles. So why are you going to be saying I can't do that? You're full of crap. So you need to insult someone who is a fucking whore right there, who is like gold diggers, social climbers, does not even fucking respect and doesn't even value themselves, doesn't have respect for themselves, and doesn't have respect for others. That's the people that you should be going after, not someone in here who's already busy to decluttering everything, like even my clothes I'm giving away or whatever. I have people around me, all our things, self-care, makeup, clothes, shoes, even my roommates, oh my god, chocolate, everything. I know, we understand we're all trouble, but even here too, who owns the place here where I'm staying in Park Avenue, they're like my family, my sister, and also you, my soul tribe. You are my soul family. Where would I be without you? So I don't get it. Why are you going to be attacking me and going to be like questioning me? Because I am not your typical tarot reader, and I am evolving here, possibly much more honest and true, more than anyone who's just touching tarot. I am not fighting anyone who's just, you know, interested in tarot, but that's the point right now, because our journey is so critical and we need the right help, we need the right guidance. If I'm not going to be evolving here and we're not going to have the right guides, if you're going to be just there, not knowing, not even knowing who you're going to be calling when you're going to be reading tarot, where's the truth in that? So as someone who has been evolving with special abilities and super mind power, at least Soul Tribe, I can tell you that I try. And you know what? For the past few years, it's been the most horrible in my life because I have never felt so much pain. It's like the last few years, I developed like these sinus headache tensions that, oh my God, I felt my forehead crinkled, but luckily with good skincare, it disappeared and the headache is tolerable now. It's not so much. And then, you know, because sometimes we can be insecure, so we play with our skin, with our hair, whatever. I burn my hair, so tried, like, because playing with colors, whatever, and I wasn't careful with playing with 30 volume, and it burned my hair. So, but luckily, it's just hair, nails, it grows back. And then if you are someone who knows about style, you can play it up, but you don't have to be like looking at yourself in the mirror every day and nitpicking why you cannot like yourself. We are here in this journey to build confidence. So at least, you know, if others going to be saying, yeah, we don't deserve it, yeah, we're not pretty, we're not model, we're not beauty queen, we're not like this, we don't deserve, oh, what the fuck, shut the fuck up, bitches. Because to tell you, at least the ones who's going to be winning are the ones who going to be trying and not giving up. Because if you are someone who's already going to be giving up and too busy putting your energy just fucking nitpicking everybody, not knowing how to fight for your own journey, not knowing how to mind your own fucking business, then that's the problem right there. You're the one who's going to be fucking losing. But at least for my collective who's really trying, what we're going to see. And I believe that I'm going to attend your wedding day, Soul Tribe. We're going to get past these chapters here of like difficulty, loneliness, hardship. It's just a stage anyway. After all, universe put me here. And when universe put me here, I didn't even know that I'm going to evolve like this. I didn't expect I'm going to see you or meet you, or I'm going to be speaking like this, going to be sharing to you my experiences. So in a way, I am kind of developing like your life coach. If I am not your supernatural vessel, supernatural channeler, I could shape shift as your life coach, or someone who can empower others who has been abused, who has been like gone through like really difficult times in their life. And then in this quadrant right now that I am standing on is mysticism, supernatural, paranormal, metaphysical. And so if you let the builders, theologians, or whoever rational thinkers going to be coming to me and going to be questioning me, well, come right me at then. Don't just go around me, whatever. You already know that I am standing here in my quadrant. What do you want to know? Because my quadrant here is supernatural, metaphysical, unexplainable mysticism. Beyond the rational, logical reasons that for every builder, discoverer, philosopher, or whatever, they needed some kind of rationality, okay? Like, you know, going through physics or science or mathematics. We respect that, because without it, there will be no TV, no electricity, no cars, no nothing, no Wi-Fi, no cell phone, no technology. But in a way, I think this world is not going to be balanced without my collective as well, without this spiritual community. Because to tell you, like, I feel like, see, our spiritual community right now is so weak. That's the reason, like, the frequency is so low, the vibration is so low, and then little things like that is chaos and so violent. Because for this spiritual community trying to doubt themselves and trying to doubt everyone, when in fact we should be the one who's going to be stepping up as healers. We should be the one having families. We should be the one planning weddings, buying houses, having babies, or planning families. We shouldn't be the one who's going to be looking at toxic people, going to be just saying they're going to be propagating, and then what is going to be the use of their fucking stupid, ugly genes to be here in this planet right now when they can even fucking take care of themselves. So seriously, something is not right here. And then while we are going to be here believing in love, wanting to be good people to the society, the community, and to everyone else, we should be the one needed to go and multiply. But see, we also see the realities in life right now, because our collective is struggling. We don't have money. We are currently in the transition now, like what to do with our careers, where to move, where to go, and then also struggling with health problems, because not only physical health but also mental health, emotional health, because see, there's good spirits and bad spirits. My collective's constantly under attack, dark attacks, psychic attacks. So if you are all haters and backstabbers trying to fucking hate on me, you know what? To tell you honestly, you're not the only one who doesn't want me to be here. Even bad spirits, demons, doesn't want me to be here. But I've already been fighting in the battlefield, fighting real demons. I wasn't fighting on just computer games and just thinking that, yeah, you can be rah-rah-rah in there. I'm going to fucking punch your fucking noses, you know? Like, because there's some women as well so toxic who think they can be like competitive when it comes to like looking at me and here, well, what the fuck, who the fuck are you? I don't even know you until you just trying to provoke me and trigger me. You're non-relevant. So I just found out about all these people who just triggering, provoking, and stalking because they were right in front of me, or I can see them, or I can pick up, or whatever they're trying to say. And so when I'm going to be saying something, it's not like I'm the bad person. I was counter-attacking. you know, stoicism is not going to be working in here like that, because to tell you, I am here in the middle of my battle, and I am looking for answers as well. So if you're going to be like non-relevant people, provoking because you think you can be better and you think you can, and then you all end up going to be crying anyway, and I'm still here standing. So who's winning? I'm still here. Baba Bomb, fabulous. And no, money does not buy anything. Maybe it can just pay for bills, whatever, but your reputation was shut down, and then no more morals, no more dignity. It's going to affect your emotional and your mental health. So no, not even $100,000 a month is going to be paying for all that shit. No, thank you. You know, I have universe, and I think universe, it's like, it's not, I think the moment universe gave me special gifts, what is $1 trillion? So I think I'm much more wealthier than all of you stupid fucks who's trying to be triggering and provoking me. And for whatever it's worth, yeah, maybe this planet right now need actual money to say that, yeah, you can afford to do stuff or whatever. But what is money if you can even be a good person? So I think at this moment in time, and at this very point right now, I think I am much more wealthier than all of you stupid morons. Because to tell you, I have a beautiful collective, even a few. I have universe, I have God, I have warriors, my goddesses, and my guardians trying to, they're standing here with me. So in this journey, like I said, you can be my enemy, or you can be my friend, you can be my ally, whatever. You believe me, you don't believe me, you hate me, you like me, I don't care. I'm going to be here regardless anyway, as what my sole purpose is. This journey, I think universe is also trying to put me here to also find my collective. So if you are in there, like in your darkest moments, you're even going to be thankful that I am here trying really hard, like trying to understand. I'm not here in front of you to make you feel bad about yourself. Maybe you're just trying to look at me from the head to the toe, and then you're going to be, what, green-eyed monster? I don't wear branded clothes. I don't wear whatever. You're fucking morons to even be thinking like that. So, well, that's the thing anyway. Me and my collective, we have evolved. So how much I'm going to be telling you, you're fucking stupid fuck, that doesn't even matter anymore, because that's who you are. You're toxic, you're stupid fuck, and that's why you haven't evolved, and that's the reason like you're so low right there, and then trapped in your own darkness you can't even see. And then in my collective as well, who was really struggling so hard to, like, you know, keep their vibration high, there's moments as well, because of all these dark attacks, all this confusion, it kind of bring us down. But then there's also moments again we can build some kind of energy, and then put our energy back up again. So but we try to be good people. See, we already living extreme lifestyle. We don't have from one man to the other. We don't even care about fame, money, and fortune, but we do care how to pay our bills. And then when we get sick, we want to be healthy as well. That's our goal right here. And we also want to know if what's the possibility that our soulmate or our twin flame can also be with us in this lifetime, and support us and love us and understand us, and not going to put us under the bus. So, and you know, see, there's divine masculine, there's divine feminine, and then every time I would be looking at the Empress Emperor, I would be so happy. And please don't steal my ideas, don't steal my journey. And you can never see you can never say your emperor and empress, because you are not walking my journey. You're toxic as can be, and you're the one triggering me, looking at me every fucking time. And then what now? You'll never be the good emperor. or the good Empress, because you never walk this single journey, not one bit. You're still stuck in there and you haven't evolved. Spirit guide says this. I think my guy's trying to block my throat because, yeah, it's not for me to say. I cannot judge your journey, but I think my guys is trying to say that's the reason like others get jealous of your journey, so tribe, because they want to be you. They want to steal your ideas, they want to become you. But you must stay on your own path, and I'm okay now, Socha. I just need to drink some water. I think I've been speaking here for the entire time for like 65 minutes. And it's quite breezy right now. And I forgot to tell you that my sinus is still acting up. I'm even surprised I can speak for long hours. My sinus was acting up since the other day. And then I did not take medicine, but yesterday I tried to take ibuprofen, and I felt a little better, but I woke up today with some kind of congestion, but I still have my voice. So just take care of you guys. We don't need to like stress each other out. And I think I also read some pick-up card yesterday, but today I just really want to get some air. But I don't know if I want to be in the park when, you know, maybe my allergy was caused by the grass pulling. I love nature though, and it feels like it's going to be raining here. So if you are still here, trying to be listening to me after all this blah blah blah, thank you guys. I appreciate you for listening to me and for understanding. And if you are not interested to be even listening to what I'm saying, then don't trigger yourself. Go move on, and then whatever, you know. Don't even like try to like put your energy on some things that doesn't matter. And the least that you want to be fighting here is me. Like, you're going to be fighting with me unless you're really going to be so toxic to be really pissing me off. Okay, I am going to go now. I have to tell. That's supposed to be what we're doing. Just going to be like dancing and celebrating and not going to be. But I'm capable of, you put me in a room, I'm capable of holding myself in there. And you know, there's certain times that we can, you know, just lighten up. There's also times we also know I'm not crazy. So try. Just because I have evolved with superhuman intuition, and it hurts though. Mind, brain, try to be superhuman for 1 second. I don't know how you're going to be doing. At least superhuman, I can still be speaking about understanding, compassion, love, and good vibes, high vibration only. Julie! Hello guys! I love you, Julie, MJ, Aisha, and the Trejak. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you like really try to listen to me forever and ever, because there's times I'm just going to be yum 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 yum. Okay, thank you very much. Wow, for an hour. Yeah, we are here in Fifth Avenue. This is Central Park, right there. Met Museum is that building right there, and then that building, I think it's a Ukrainian. I think it's a Ukrainian embassy. Like, there's Greek embassy. Like, the apartment I'm staying on right now is right next to the library and the Greece embassy. So I am going to sign off now. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Oh my god, I forgot to bring my tarot. So I should have brought my tarot, but I thought like I'm just going to take it easy because I just having congestion here, allergy. So thank you so much for listening. Bye guys. Have a good one.